Good morning and welcome back to the Captain's Log. This subject we're gonna talk about today is failure. Once again, I know that was kind of the topic of last week's video, but I've had a couple of different thoughts about it, especially since I have been participating in a lot of failure over the course of the last couple of weeks, and I just had a couple more insights to add that did not quite make it into the last video. Before we get started on all of that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that fun stuff so that you can continue to see more of these videos as they roll out. It will really help with getting these videos out to a couple more people. And on the note of getting the videos out to more people, I did a little bit of thinking on the why and the who these videos are for. And I think that the best practice that I'm going to have going forward is as though I'm talking to me when I was 18 years old, just graduating high school and making my way into the workforce, and dispensing information as my older self now that I am over a decade into the future from that point. Stuff that I really wish that somebody would have sat me down and talked to me about at that point in time, because I was a knuckleheaded little teenager that thought that smoking heck loads of weed was the coolest thing ever, and skateboarding around town and getting drunk with the homies was the business. And it didn't take very long for me to realize that lifestyle was not the best, but it has been a lot of self-teaching, a lot of watching different YouTube videos and reading different books to help me develop a philosophy that has helped me actively pursue a lot of the goals that I now have. They're much more productive and in line with stuff that I now understand I have wanted for a long time, just didn't have the words to put feeling to. Words to put to feeling. Rada. So, back to today's topic. We're going to just spend a couple minutes and talk about failure some more. We're going to talk about failure as a teacher, first of all. It is the Stoic philosophy that there is no such I'm paraphrasing here, so if you're a philosophy student or if you are somebody that is very, very well versed in Stoic philosophies, please show a little bit of mercy in the comments while I talk about this. We're going to talk about Stoic philosophy. We're going to talk about the value of education in failure. So it is a part of the Stoic philosophy that when you fail, it is not actually a failure. It is an opportunity to educate yourself and find out what you did wrong in that moment so that you can improve in your next repetition. And over the course of the last 2 weeks, there have been a significant numbers of practical failures in what I have done that has made life a little bit on the difficult side. For one, I work in sales, and there have been a number of client interactions that I've had that I have not successfully put to practice the things that I am trying to learn and put to practice so that I can interact better with my clients, so that I can better serve the needs of my clients, so that I can better fulfill their needs in order to fulfill mine and make the sales, make the commission that I want to make as a successful salesman. So there are plenty of experiences in all of that for me to draw some lessons from. My coworker pointed out one of them to me. When I am on the phone with clients, I have a tendency to overshare when leaving voicemails, where that does not give my client any incentive to call me back because I dispense all of the information. It defeats the purpose of the call because I leave them a voicemail because usually I want them to call me back because I need to have an actual conversation with them where we engage back and forth and I get information from them. And that has not been happening because I leave long-winded voicemails that give them too much information. So I started to try and put into practice, we'll see how it pays off, leaving shorter voicemails that have a little bit more mystery to them. Another thing that I tend to do is, and this one I've been better about checking myself, is finishing my client sentences where they will have a thought on the tip of their tongue And instead of letting them fully work their way through the thought and giving them the respect and the space to finish their thought, I realized that I have been failing to give them that space and allow them to complete their thought, and then giving them the respect and elevating them as the priority to help lead them to what it is they're telling me that they want, and help them fulfill their desires and needs as my client. So those are just a couple of examples of things that I have been failing at. I could talk again about how I failed to put out a video last week. It was the holiday weekend. Things got really busy, and I think that a big part of that failure was being able to answer why. And just to touch back on that really quick, having a why will help you, Zach, work your way through a series of failures like this. So because I failed to put a video out last week and have any kind of communication, conversation with my audience, I realized that there needs to be a direction, there needs to be a target for these videos as an audience. And I realized that it needs to be you, man. That's the person that I know best that I could help is you, is me. 10, 15 years ago, when I had all this information that I have that is about my journey to be better, is also about your journey to be better. And the things that if you had known sooner, that would have been a big help to you, bud. So I think that me talking to you will help be a bigger motivator, and help level up and start to work past the failure that has been not making these videos. So, you know, you should be my highest priority, because I should be my highest priority. And so helping you should be something that is fulfilling and at the top of the list of things to do. So there you go, bud. I won't let you down. So talking about failure in general, Zach, the things that you need to know about failure are from that Stoic philosophy, and it doesn't matter how many times you fail, as long as you fail differently every time. It was a line that I heard recently, is that if you absorb information, if you go and consume some sort of information and you don't put it to action, then you have failed to learn the information. So if you are taking that tenet of Stoicism, if you are failing and you are not taking the opportunity from that failure to learn something, and you're failing in the same way again and again and again, well, there you got the definition of insanity right there. So when you fail, it's okay to fail again, as long as you don't fail the same way and you are making improvements from failure to failure. I think that's probably the most important message that I could give to you in this video. So with that, I don't think that there's anything that I can say today that is really going to top that. So there you go, man. I'm going to go ahead and set my intention today to be better. So you be better, I'll be better, we'll all be better. And I'll see you next time.